Hello!
Welcome to another episode of
Spilled Ink! And you are?
Emirichu.
And I am?
Daidus.
I thought you were going to say Doofus.
I thought you were going to say Daidus.
I'm Daidus!
Alright, so today we're actually recording our Q&A episode, and there's two parts to this. We are answering some of the questions that we received, and also, while we're answering the questions, we will be drawing art requests that our patrons asked us.
Yep.
This is kind of a test in multitasking because we have to answer questions while drawing.
So, we decided that we're going to draw in only marker and not pencil, because if we go pencil, we'll
overthink it.
We're going to overthink it. So, we're just going to go in, and if we mess up, whatever.
Yeah. If you mess up, sorry about your request. Let's start though with the requests.
All right,
so
me
you wanna
first.
Pull one?
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Nicole, draw yourself in a manga style? Isn't that just...
I got asbestos dust.
In a manga style?
The engineer from... Can we switch?
Sure.
The engineer from
Are we allowed to switch?
Yeah, I want to switch. I want to draw myself.
The engineer from TF2. Okay, I've played TF2.
Okay, I've never played. I feel like
just
I
a
won't
little
be able to
bit
do it
with
justice.
my friends back in high school or whatever.
All right, question 1. Bill Cipher 8013 asks a question especially for you. How well did you expect this channel to do?
Oh wow, that's a good question. Honestly, I was expecting a small, because it's so niche, I was expecting like 50k to 100k views, and I think it's been overshot. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no, I was really surprised.
Bro, we're culling a grape. We're culling a grape. I mean, I'm happy. I'm just surprised. I really am.
We initially assumed like this channel would really only appeal to other artists. I feel like other people don't really care that much about just watching the process of drawing.
But then we got comments that were like, I don't even like art and I like this video. And
yeah!
Like,
I was really pleasantly surprised by that. Mr. Acorn, YT1242 asks, what's your favorite game of the year so far? Can be recent or old.
It might be Baldur's Gate just because like we played it with 4 people, you and me and our 2 friends.
God,
it was
dude.
so fun. It's so fun with multiplayer.
I got so horribly addicted to it. You guys don't understand.
Okay. Emily, out of all 4 of us, Emily was like, when we were offline, Emily was playing a single player like goddamn campaign. And then after she finished that first single player campaign, she started another one. And then she kept marrying Asterion.
Stop!
I'm like, hey, why don't you try like someone else new, like so you get like more storylines? She's like, no, Asterion only.
No, that's not true. I romanced Halsin. There's so many unique choices and possibilities in this game that having a full co-op is such a different gameplay experience from playing solo. So I was doing 2 campaigns at the same time, basically, but the problem was I got so addicted that eventually my solo run was surpassing.
I was getting mad at Emily because I'm like, you're spoiling the game for you, and we were supposed to experience it together, like the new scenes, and I'm like, no, you're not allowed to play past this point.
He had to cut me off. He was like,
and she was like a crack addict. She was like, give me Baldur's Gate. I need more.
This is your sign that you have to go play Baldur's Gate. It's really freaking good. How you like my clamp style?
Oh, okay. I see it. I
see
was like,
it?
first, I was like, that looks like Emirichu style. But
I know.
But
I'm
then,
sorry.
I think the eyes are a little bit different. I think the mouth too. Okay, you know what? I drew too close to the reference. I should have just freeballed it, huh?
No, it looks good.
Yeah, but it's just like reference. Like, I don't know. I feel bad. I should just draw a free ball, huh?
No, it looks good. I think
I'm gonna start drawing a free ball from now on. I think I'm referencing too hard here.
Byron418 asks, how did you decide on your animated depictions? Do they have any secret meanings?
I mean, some people know this, but it is based on my MapleStory character.
If you play MapleStory, you can recreate Daidus's entire outfit.
You can. But what's nice about the MapleStory outfit is that it's still unique because it's still your combination of a character.
Yeah.
Right? It's still your hair that you picked, your eyes that you picked. And then also a lot of it is just tweaking.
So the outfit that I picked was originally based off of an outfit that I did own. Problem is, I feel like it's become so ingrained in my channel that now I've mentioned this before, I can't wear black and white stripes because it feels like I'm cosplaying my own YouTube character and it feels corny.
No, you know what's annoying? I mean, not annoying. I understand. But like people are like, Why is Daidus not wearing the hat? You know how hot that hat is? that hat is like a winter hat. I get it. Like, it's immersion breaking. I get it. I understand.
It's immersion breaking.
I understand.
I think the other reason why I picked black and white stripes is because I liked that I didn't have to like color anything, technically.
Not many people know this, but I made a rule for my channel. It's not a real rule, but I made it so I only color in the hair, and that's it, for the most part. Because it's faster for me. Faster for me to make frames every frame. Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom, boom.
Are you trying the engineer again?
Yeah, my style.
You drew twice.
I felt bad. I referenced
Yeah,
too hard.
Asbestos just as lucky. Question number 3. Ajisa, good name. Ajisa, good name. How do you pronounce this? Do you guys miss the USA, the weather, the food, the people, the different states, etc.?
I missed the food for sure. For
Really?
sure.
What food do you miss?
Obviously, I like Japanese food a lot, but there are some things you can't get here. Ranch is another good example.
Oh yeah, we have like friends bring us ranch from the
Right.
States.
Croutons, they don't have really good croutons here.
Oh, they don't? Why is that?
I don't know. We tried to look for wonton chips. They do not have wonton chips. Yeah, okay, there's my quick engineer there. I kind of like this better, to be honest.
Yeah, that looks good. You did a good job. Do you miss anything else about the US?
Yeah, I like how disgusting you can go.
What do you mean?
Like, if you get a burger or like pizza or like, I don't know, all the unhealthy foods. America goes hard, okay? America goes hard. Sometimes, like...
You miss the artery clogging.
Oh, yeah, oh!
Oh!
American Chinese food.
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna say that. You miss orange chicken?
I miss orange chicken. I miss General Tso's chicken. I miss lo mein. I miss chow mein. I miss it. I miss it all. Give me that. Give me it.
You know what I miss, actually?
Yeah, you miss bagels.
I do miss bagels. But the other thing I miss is, I guess, I didn't realize how easily accessible a lot of different ingredients were in the States. So there's a lot of times I've noticed where I'll look up a recipe and then I'll have to like scrap it because I can't figure out how to get the ingredients in Japan. It'll be like, next use half a cup of buttermilk. I'm like, where the hell am I gonna get buttermilk in Tokyo?
And also they don't have, I'm a fan of zero sugar soda. I know it's really bad for you. I don't care. But yeah, they only have like Coke Zero and like one flavor of Monster. They don't got all the flavors and like, I don't know.
Zero
Sprite,
sugar, Canada Dry.
Canada Dry. Oh, that was so good. That's my favorite one. Anyways, I pulled out Rail. You beating your inner procrastination demons.
Oh wow, it's like it was
it's like made for
for
me or
yeah,
something.
that request was made for you. This is really hard. It's really hard to draw something I'm not used to drawing while also answering questions. Okay, this is done, and this was for the Anarchy. Thank you, Anarchy, for your request. What's your favorite music to listen to while making your videos? This is asked by Kraken Octo 8.
I have flavor of the month.
Yeah,
I
you
keep
do.
changing music genres. Recently, it was like Slipknot, and then like I had a country phase. I still sometimes have a country phase.
I think
We like country, okay?
I like country.
We like country.
Unironically, it makes good driving music and it makes good drawing music. It's just good to have in the background, I think.
Okay, finished Rails drawing. Beating my procrastination demons.
Oh my god, there was one night where we were like, let's listen to like old throwback like alt rock.
No, Emily,
2000s.
I was listening to like Nirvana and you know, like the 90s rock bands. Emily was like, why are you playing barbecue music? And I was like, wait a second, you're so
It
right.
made me hungry.
Or like Guitar Hero 3 music.
Guitar Hero 3 music.
So I pulled, Shishumaru. Is that the guy?
Sashomaru.
Sashomaru from Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Okay. Andy Nomiya.
Cindy, oh sorry, it says Cindy.
Cindy
Nomiya.
Nomiya.
I'm drawing a black kitty for Revintrist. Is Emily and Daidus ever gonna return to doing Inktober drawings? This is asked by Gabriel Baudet 9813.
What's funny is that I've never done it because I'm a lazy artist. But Emily, you finish up what you're about to say.
I think I used to try to do Inktober, but I think I stopped a few years ago just because I didn't have time for it anymore. But I will have you know that actually, so sort of spoilers, this year we plan on partaking in Inktober. So we pretty much have all of our videos for October planned, but I want to give ourselves like a time limit for each one because I feel like People get burnt out of Inktober because they try really hard to make each piece look really good, but it's really hard to do that if you have to do it every single day. You have a certain amount of time, like a time limit, to draw each one, and it's more focused on just getting it done as opposed to making it look perfect.
I don't know. I'm down. It sounds like a new adventure for me.
Sleepy Not Lazy asks, art-wise, what are you the most impressed with the other person's ability/style?
How fast Emily is. I already said that, but I'm just like, I want to highlight it.
I am always the most impressed with your usage of color. Also, like, when you animate, I'm always impressed by that because I never know how any of it works. You color as if you're cooking. Like, you're like, I'm gonna just throw in a little bit of this, and I might throw in a little bit of this.
But I can't do that. I can't do that traditionally because when I do that, I'm like, oh, that mistake is permanent. I can't Control Z anymore.
And then every time I ask you how you do it, you're like, yeah, I don't know. I just do. C-Sprin wants me to draw Shota Aizawa from My Hero Academia. Rockalange asks, what was the inspiration for coming up with the name of the channel? So initially we were like, what's a good, like, snappy name for a channel? Because we want it to be art related, but we also want it to match the branding. Obviously, Daidus' branding is squid and like ink. It's a big part of his channel, and ink is also what you use for art, especially traditional. So we're like, wait, that's perfect. Ink. What phrase could we use that has the word ink in it?
We literally went into the thesaurus. How do you say it? Thesaurus?
We went on Google. What do you mean?
No, thesaurus. You type in a word, it gives you a bunch of other words.
Oh, yeah. Like what other words it matches with?
I did that.
And then we saw spilt ink, and we were like, I don't know if we like the name. I don't know if we like the sound.
Yeah, we
of the word
almost
spilt.
went with spilt ink, but it sounds violent. And we're like,
what? You think it sounds? I just thought it didn't like roll off the tongue.
I think it sounds a little bit violent.
But also, I think the spilt ink naming also follows the theming of like, it's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah, like me right now.
It's okay to like spill ink. It's okay to like F up.
All right, what do you think of my Shishomaru?
I like it. Hunky.
Sorry. Dina, draw yourself or Ichika as a Splatoon inkling. I get a lot of comments that are like, is this, you like squids because of Splatoon? Like, no, we just like squids. I want to draw a Splatoon.
Is that how they sing?
Yeah, that's their music.
Andrew wants draw Emily as a zebra and Daidus the capuchin monkey, and Emily eating one of Daidus' arms.
Huh?
I remember this request.
Okay. Oh?
Fen9007 asks, what is your ranking of rice, noodles, bread, and potatoes?
First up is noodles, because it's like a dish. Second is rice, because it's like a side dish, but it has to go with everything, right? Okay, bread is next, because bread, the combos are infinite with bread. And then potatoes, like, yeah, french fries are good and whatever, but, you know, it's not as good as the others.
Okay.
And that's it.
I feel like we have a pretty similar ranking, except I would switch rice and noodles. I'm not the biggest noodle fan. Like, I can live without it, but I really like rice. And then after that, it would be bread and then potatoes, because I think I can live without potatoes. What's the hardest part about switching from digital art to traditional? And this is asked by Mia Fa.
No Control Z.
No Control Z.
No horizontal flip.
Oh my god, yes! The no horizontal flip.
I can't experiment with, I mean, you can experiment with colors. You have to use like a test paper, but like, come on.
Yeah. I would say like not being able to flip the canvas with the press of a button is kind of difficult. Especially on Shiki boards, because it's too thick. Like, you can't flip it. You can't look at it from the other side. So, like, you need to use a mirror. It's too much. I know you joke about art school a lot, but what do you feel like was the most valuable thing you got out of it?
A lot of people think like I got good because of, I mean, I'm not good, but they think they think they grew my skills from art school, when in reality it's like they teach you what you need and then the rest is like on your own. But freshman year was called foundation year. Everybody, no matter what major, you had to take photography, you had to take drawing 1, drawing 2. In drawing class, drawing 1 and drawing 2, I had the best teacher. She was so good. She taught me, you know, all the things, and then I had a color theory teacher too, and she was like, look at this leaf. It's green? Question mark? And then everyone's like, yes, it's green. And she's like, no, it's not green. There's a hint of yellow in there. There's a reflection of blue. There's red depending on the sunset. I was like, oh, wow, cool. Color theory. Ooh, a leaf.
Oh man.
And then you had like this class where you had to draw the leaves, but using you're not allowed to use green. You're not allowed to use green.
Wow.
And you're like, oh wow, now it looks green. And yeah, it was interesting. All right, anyways, I drew a Splatoon. What do you think?
Oh, that's cute.
Kind of cool, huh?
I like it.
I like it. All right, Dina, thank you. And now we got no, it's not. And he wants me or she wants me to draw Daidus as Kazuma and Emily as Aqua. Wow, a double request. Oh boy, a double. The zebra. You didn't color in the stripes. It's throwing me off.
I don't want to. Moving on. I'm moving on.
Right.
Baba Booey 3209 asks, "What are your favorite qualities of each other's personality?"
I think I already answered this. It's gremlin mode.
No, my personality.
What?
You only like gremlin mode? What about my personality do you like?
And personality? Oh.
Why are you taking so long to answer?
I like all aspects. It's hard to
That's
pinpoint.
a cop-out
It's hard to
answer.
pinpoint.
What do
It's
you
hard to
mean?
pinpoint.
You can't pick anything?
I like how easygoing you are.
Oh, really?
And you're nice and kind and all that stuff.
What is this answer?
All right, next question.
Yeah, you're nice and stuff.
Next question. Can we go next?
I can't
You
answer.
set me up. You picked this question out here on purpose. You're the one that picked the answers. You picked the questions.
Wait, why can't I answer?
Oh yeah, go ahead and answer.
I think, okay, hold on. Let me pick a request really quick. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. Look at the request I got. Draw your characters in a scene from It's Not Like I Like You. Draw your long ass time. One of my favorite qualities about your personality, I think, is just how genuine you are. You are very sweet. I feel like
Wow.
no, because the thing is, I feel like a lot of people get this impression of you from your channel that you're just like this antisocial basement dwelling degenerate.
I mean,
Yeah. You have really good, what's the word? Emotional intelligence. You're really good at processing your own feelings. Anytime we have any kind of disagreement, or if we like, the very few times we ever argue, you're very quick to be like, hey, I think you're being really negative. Or like, hey, that really hurt my feelings. Like, that was me.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. Like, you're very quick to call it out. Anyways, yeah, that's my favorite. We can move on. That question was embarrassing.
yeah.
Your local artist asks, how do you get over demotivation? I was once very good at drawing symmetrical eyes, but nowadays I can't do this stuff and it really frustrates me. Same with anatomy, but I just can't.
Bro, I'm like the worst person to ask. Listen, for me, I just stop. And then when
I just don't draw.
I stop until I feel like it, and then I'm like, okay, sorry, it's too simple. I know it just draw a forehead. Just stop.
Just
Like,
draw
sorry.
our forehead. I feel like you can't just wait around for inspiration,
Right?
though.
Okay. Here's a better way to answer this. Watch anime or a movie that's animated or something that inspires. Follow a creator that you like, and sometimes they'll inspire you. I follow some artists sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I really like how they color that, and then I'm like, I kind of want to test that out. Just pick one aspect of what you like about that one thing,
And then just hyper focus on that?
hyper focus on it. Like, oh, I like the way the shading is. Okay, then just do nothing but their style shading. Always try something new.
I think for me, the way I get over like art block specifically is my solution is literally like go touch grass forehead.
Yeah, that always helps. You gotta recharge your battery.
Like go do something.
whatever.
I feel like drawing is such a like solitary solo activity.
Right, you
that
need to. Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a change in environment. So if I'm feeling particularly like not motivated, I'll watch maybe like a show or a movie that gets the artistic creative juices flowing. Or maybe I'll go hang out with some friends. Or like just do literally anything. And then when you come back, you're like, okay, I feel pretty refreshed. I saw a bunch of new things.
Yeah.
Go to like an exhibit or something.
Yeah. You need sometimes a good walk and thinking.
Now that you've been 2 years in Japan, how different is your life now compared to 2 years ago?
I like walking everywhere.
That's true. That's one of the biggest differences because it's so unwalkable where
I
we're
don't
from.
like drive. I like driving. It's a mood sometimes, but I prefer walking over driving.
For me, definitely my life is way different, especially my content. Are you kidding me? Good God.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, most
you
of
go
this,
to so many cafes.
I don't want to be known as the cafe channel, but like, you know, all the events and stuff I go to, just in general, the creative endeavors that I have are things that I would not be able to do 2 years ago. It's been an improvement, I'd say.
Here's my attempt at
Say you as Kazuma and me throwing up.
I pulled Jasmine.
She wants you to draw her original character. This is what her character looks like. Very cute. Good, cute character, Jasmine.
Looks like a Persona 3 character from the what's that where you summon demons?
I'm gonna redraw this. I don't like it.
It look good.
I don't like it. I'm gonna redraw it. I can do better. I know I'm doing the thing I said we weren't supposed to do, but I'm doing it. Okay, this one's for Emily by Awkward Mexican 3800. If strawberries aren't available, what's the next best thing when it comes to fruit? Mangoes. I like mangoes. And watermelon.
I like blueberries. I like bananas. I like apples.
You like everything. All right, Mike Roshan 555 asks, does having an artist partner increase your productivity on your own drawing stuff?
I guess so. Yeah.
How so?
I guess there's some AoE in there.
There's some AoE. Well, like seeing me like work on drawing stuff makes you want to work on drawing stuff?
Yeah, I think so, right?
I think so. Well, it also helps to have someone who also has an artistic eye so you can ask for their input on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So that's been really helpful. But productivity-wise,
yeah.
I don't know. You don't really affect my productivity all that much.
Hey.
Like, what?
I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean? Like, you affect all other aspects of art, but when it comes to productivity, I feel like that's kind of like, you gotta create your own productivity.
Emily could be drawing, and I'll be like, no, I'm not drawing.
No inspiration. You're like, oh, damn. Crazy. Can't be me, though. Did you two only just start drawing traditional? Why did you go straight to the digital route?
I always thought digital art was the future, and it was, like, better. And I had, like, a pretentious vibe of, like, oh, yeah, digital art's the future.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. And that's why I stayed on digital. And I'm like, why spend all that money on all the physical material when you could just draw on the computer?
For me, I didn't get into digital until I graduated college. So not until I was like 21. And then I just never turned back. Or like, you guys know, I would occasionally do traditional for like sketchbook tours and stuff, but even those have become less and less frequent. I just got used to doing digital and I wanted to get better at digital. And I still want to get better at digital, but I want to also improve traditional.
If I were to talk to my elder self, my younger self back then in college, I'd be like, yo, traditional art is the shit.
It's where it's at. It's where it's at.
There should definitely not be a divide between like digital and traditional.
No, there shouldn't. That's why I'm like, you know what? I want to get kind of good at both.
Listen, if you're into traditional, you're into digital. Yeah, hey, listen, you're into art. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters.
Camilla Mezzo 857. Do you plan on inviting more people? We will have more guests. No spoilers.
No
but
spoilers.
Yes, we do plan on having guest episodes 100%.
Yep.
Fanta asks, if you were to go back to when you were just about to start YouTube and had a chance to rename your channels, would you choose something different?
No.
Yeah, I like Daidus.
Daidus is perfect because you could do anything. Yeah. I could do anything. I could change to a musician tomorrow. Hey, Daidus.
No longer Daidus the artist. It's Daidus the musician.
Right. And it's not like I have like Daidus draws. You know?
True.
I don't have Daidus animation. Sorry, Jaden. Sorry, Jaden.
Or Daidus Gaming.
Daidus Gaming, yeah. I love my name. I really do.
It's a good name. It like sticks with your head. You remember it too. I think I would change my name.
Chew.
Hey! Well, at the time when I made it, I didn't realize how common the like Chew part was. There's so many usernames with Chew in it.
Chew.
And then it becomes associated with like unfortunate things like Sonichu. I would maybe change the Chew part. I like the Emmy part. I like when people call me Emmy. If I had known like how difficult it would be for some people to pronounce.
Really?
The number of times people have come up to me, and this is no like shade to anyone who's done this because I get it. It's like a really weird combination of syllables.
Yeah, some people call me Daidus.
Daidus?
Yeah.
People would be like, are you Emirichu? And I'm like, yup. It's me. So I think I would change it. A question from okay 1034.
Okay.
As a frequent viewer, I love the concept of this whole idea y'all had. So if you were to ever have a collab with anyone, what would that be like? Or have you never thought about it yet?
Maybe like an actual star, like Jack Black? Hey everyone, we're drawing with Jack Black.
I don't want to name anyone specifically because I hate that thing where like people are like, oh,
And then they go to the channel.
I would love to have this person on, and then everyone goes and like harasses the person in question. But I will say I would love to have like a real like mangaka, like a mangaka whose manga I read.
Yo, oh never mind, he's dead. Fuck.
Oh my god! What are you thinking of?
The guy that makes Berserk.
Oh yeah. Well,
And then I realized
you
that it's too late.
we can bring a Ouija board.
He's gonna haunt us? He's the one person you don't want to be haunted by. That guy got some crazy thoughts, man. I like how you drew. It's like the same one.
It's just slightly better.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, no, I need to pull a new one too.
I got Neko, Miss Kobayashi, or Toru from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Jose wants Mario and Sonic making out.
Can we trade?
Okay, yeah, we can trade.
Let's trade. Sorry, Neko.
I'll draw Kobayashi.
I'm sure Emily will draw a better Kobayashi. If you guys don't know, we used to draw together in Pictionary, me, Connor, and Emily, and we had this episode where Pictionary I drew Mario and Sonic making out.
And then it became a running theme for like multiple videos.
Actually, people on my Twitter keep tagging me to this day. Every time Mario and Sonic shows up anywhere, they always tag me and they go like there he is, Mario Sonic making out.
Branding, Mario Sonic making out. I knew somebody would ask that.
Someone bought the actual.
Yeah, the original drawings. That's crazy.
I messaged Connor. I was like, you should have bought it for me.
I know. I was like, why don't you bid on this, bro? John Connor 2368 asks, what's your favorite thing to do in Japan?
I just like to walk.
Yeah, walking's fun.
Walking and looking and eating.
Like exploring is a lot of fun because you're almost always bound to like run into something interesting. I think for me, my favorite things are going to exhibits, especially like art exhibits of independent artists.
You can find unique things in America, like a giant ball of yarn, but I think it's harder to come by. Japan, you're just like you take the subway, boom, you get off and you see like Gene World or something. You're like, what the heck? What's going on here? Yeah, they just have so many interesting, weird things.
It's like happening all the time. Like it's so easy to just run into random stuff. This was for Nico. Thank you, Nico. Elliot wants me to draw my own Pokemon and name them.
Emirichu Choo.
Stop!
Emmy Choo Choo.
Is Daidus gonna make another video similar to the Daidus Rampa one?
Similar? Like visual novel?
No. As in like, I think like a video that's just purely passion. Like an original passion project video.
Hell yeah.
No spoilers?
I have 2 modes. Okay, so the stories I tell, they're 100% accurate, okay? But there's also a mode of like, I have like original stuff, but it's like it only comes so rarely because I gotta get paid, and it's risky to do like personal projects. But thanks to Spilled Ink, maybe I have more chances.
You two go together so well. How did you meet? I am new to the bandwagon here. Hello, Amy Swart 9519. So the way we met actually was very simple. We met through our mutual friend Tabs. You guys might be familiar with Tabs. I remember I was in like a voice call with Tabs, and I think I like burped into the microphone or something. And Tabs goes, she was like, you know who you kind of remind me of that I think you'd get along with? I was like, oh, who? And she's like, Daidus. And I'm like, huh, okay. And then that's how we got introduced as friends.
Yeah, because we're gassy.
Why do you say it like that?
What do you think about Mario and Sonic making out?
I love it. It's beautiful. This is art.
I gotta pull the next one. Let's get another question, yeah?
Okay, wait, let me finish my drawing. How do you like my Pokemon?
That's your Pokemon? Why are you a frog?
It's Bowmon.
I like Bo.
Bowmon?
Bowmon, he got big eyebrows. Give him something. Give him an element or something, like a flame tail or like a water tail or like, or like a tail or like wings or something or...
Alright. This is Bowmon's tail and it's water.
It floats?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Bowmon, Bow!
Bowmon, Bow!
Okay.
Only Digimon say Mon at the end.
Wait, really?
He'd just be like, bo 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 bo. MK2396E. The courier in the NCR Ranger outfit from Fallout New Vegas? Why is it so specific? I've never played Fallout.
ExoCloud278 asks, are there any specific techniques or styles in traditional art that you're excited to explore further?
Everything.
Everything? What such a general answer.
Manga, for sure. But that one needs more preparation. Before we make an episode on it.
Yeah. I think one thing I really want to do is I want to explore like mochi making. You know how they make really pretty like mochi wagashi?
Yeah, you want to go, she wants to go into like culinary arts sometimes.
Yeah.
She
Or
mentioned
like
that a couple
cake
times.
decorating. That'd be so fun. We'd be so bad at it. I think it'd be hilarious.
Okay, this is a courier.
In the NCR Ranger outfit from Fallout New Vegas. Another question. What got you guys into art?
First of all, at the beginning, it was fun. It was like, okay, cool. Then later, when like the skills get developed and, you know, parents and people around you are like judging you and whatever, it's like, oh, well, I'm bad at school. I get C's and D's and I feel like the only thing I'm decent at is drawing. So I just kept at it because it was like a survival thing. My mom was obsessed with college because she wanted me to have like...
Classic Asian mom.
Yeah, she was Asian momming me, and I was like, well, the only thing I can really pick for college is art, I guess. I picked art college because I had to survive. So yeah, that's me.
Okay.
But it's fun. It's fun. Let's I'm not miserable. I sound miserable, but I wouldn't be doing it.
I'm stuck here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing it if like,
you didn't enjoy it.
If I didn't enjoy it.
For me, I've always really enjoyed drawing since I was like old enough to pick up a pencil. And then once I discovered anime, it was over.
Like,
yeah. That thing
that's
was gonna
true.
be...
Anime is a huge influence.
Yeah, basically at that point, it was gonna be like a lifelong obsession. I guess like we didn't really get into art. Art got a hold of us and never let go.
They chokeholded us. My parents were supportive. I think that helps a lot too.
Oh yeah, that's good. They didn't try to discourage you.
Well, my mom's like the Asian, like she is the financial side, and my dad's like the mental side. So they go well together. Because my mom doesn't want me to be broke. Then my dad's like, do what you're passionate about.
Yeah,
and then, like,
follow your dreams, son.
I think they mesh well. I had a friend from college. His parents were like, I'm not paying for your college. He's like, I'm gonna do it anyways. And he like worked 2 jobs. But yeah, he's freelancing and working at like
he was like, I'm serious about this.
Yeah, and he's like trying to prove his parents wrong and all that stuff. And it was where he was really good. He was a really good artist. Yeah, shout out to my homie.
Shout out, homie. Have either of you ever been doubtful of pursuing your passion for art? It's a good follow-up question.
I never doubted. Because I'm like, I have to make it work.
I had doubts, and that's why I stopped drawing altogether for like 4 years. And then it wasn't until I graduated, actually, that I realized, you know, this is actually something I really want to do. I still really enjoy this.
Yay!
Yeah, and I'm glad I did.
Traditional art.
There we go. Like... You're doing okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
Frick, I did it again.
Most patrons are lucky.
Why
They get like a whole dedicated page. My patron requests are like fighting for space right now.
I like it though. It's like a collage, you know?
Okay, this is requested by Suzuki. Alright, let's end it here, and then we're gonna...
Oh, my toe! Oh!
I'm so sorry!
Emily was leaning on her chair and the leg hit my toe!
Like that one SpongeBob episode!
No, don't say that. Ew! No, wait. This is the traditional media experience. Oh!
We dropped.
I got Joseph and Firefly from HSR.
Honkai Star Rail. Draw the other person's favorite Genshin character. I like drawing Ganyu. Alright, wow, we got
Sponsored
2...
by MiHoYo.
Can you imagine? How do we get 2 MoYo-verse requests at once? Okay. How do you feel about the way content creation is heading in terms of the younger generation and how it's affecting them?
I'm gonna sound like a boomer.
Alright, let's go.
Listen, okay, you know the whole TikTok thing? The only reason why it's bad, technically, is because when you're scrolling through TikTok, you don't actually really stop and like look at their account and follow them and like see them as a creator. You're kind of like, oh, I like that one video he did, and then you keep scrolling and you're just watching for the funnies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to connect to the artist in that way. It's kind of like fast food.
Like they view people online more as like content machines. You think?
Yeah, I guess
also,
so.
I'm putting this back in. I feel like you would want to draw this.
Oh, thanks. Phantom of the Opera?
But you, like Phantom Daidus.
I'll do that next.
I think it is really weird to know that kids today understand that content creation is like a legit job. But I was working with kids, and these were like elementary school kids and like middle schoolers. I remember they were filling out a sheet that was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a bunch of kids put down like YouTuber. Have you noticed that there are no online spaces for kids anymore? The sites that kids like to go on, it was like Neopets, people would play games on like DisneyChannel.com or like Cartoon Network, like Webkins, Club Penguin. There was always like something for kids to go on. But I feel like that's not a thing anymore. And now kids are what? They're on like Twitter and TikTok. Like, they should not be on there.
Yeah, I'm just happy, you know, grew up without having Instagram beauty standards like shoved down my throat. You know?
That too. Like you hear stories about kids nowadays, like 11-year-olds who are into Sephora, and it's like, why are you worrying about your skin? You're a child. What are you doing?
I don't know. Kids have to mature really fast now.
I think it is a little frightening how social media affects the younger generation. And like I mentioned before, my friend Soleil works as a middle school teacher, and she's told me that she's observed like the way kids sort of struggle to know how to socialize, which I think is a combination of social media brain rot and also COVID.
Christine, the music of the night.
This one was asked by the Anime Men. Who's your favorite mangaka of all time, art-wise?
I don't know, because my tastes keep changing.
Okay, who's your current favorite like mangaka artist?
Death Note.
Takeshi Obata?
Obata, yeah, that's right, Obata.
Yeah, I think one of the only titles I would actually read in Shonen Jump was Hikaru no Go. I didn't understand the rules.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, I didn't care
I don't
that
think
much.
any of us did.
I didn't understand the rules, and I did not care about the story. I just read it for the art. And then my other favorite would be Arina Tanamura, who is the mangaka behind Gentleman's Alliance and Full Moon o Sagashite. She has that like iconic early 2000s, like big sparkly eyes, shoujo style. It was so beautiful, and I remember I could never get into like the anime adaptations of her works because her art is so detailed that I was like, you have to read the manga because the art was so crazy.
Yeah, another one is obviously Mura. Have you seen him draw horses? Insane. Like every page, he was drawing like 100 horses. He was drawing 100 horses. Like with men on them. The man studied the horses like crazy. All right, there.
I'm gonna start a new
What do you
page.
think of my ghetto fan?
That's you as Phantom?
No.
It says Phantom Daidus.
Oh, I ignored it.
It's okay. I think this is fine.
Hey, look, it's me when I'm older.
Project Siva 328. What was the hardest part in creating the new channel?
Just like, what are we doing? Like, how are we gonna do this? Just like the name, the logo, the animation,
just the branding,
just everything. Just starting it. I think starting anything is just hard. It's the hardest part. Starting anything is the hardest part.
I think definitely the part that stressed me out the most is trying to figure out what to do with the camera. Because we mentioned this before, but for our pilot episode, it was actually like half of it was face cam and the other half was the art, like our hands. And I think we also wanted to add in some sprites. We wanted to do like a little bit of everything, and I think it was just too much. So we actually ended up trying to see what other art channels were doing. One of the channels that was actually a big source of inspiration was Natsume Sanchi. It's a Japanese art channel. They have the similar like very chill vibes where it's just a couple doing art together. Except Natsume Sanchi, I'm pretty sure, are like actual professionals.
Yeah, they're actually good.
A lot of their content is very like challenge focused. Like they do a lot of crazy challenges that we could never attempt at our skill level.
We're working on it.
If you're interested in watching
please
two
check them out.
Professionals like kill it and like showcase their skills, you should absolutely check them out. Their content is amazing. And another channel who was also a big source of inspiration for just like the art aspect was Minori. And Minori is, okay, wait, I should be drawing. I'm like talking with my hands. Minori is also another art channel, except she, I think, does both face cam and hand cam. And Minori is actually one of the newest members of Geeks Plus. We actually plan on doing a collab with her at some point. I'm very excited for that. Hardest part, in a nutshell, just trying to figure out what the heck to do with camera angles and how to create the most...
Oh, lighting too.
Yeah, how to create the most comfortable art environment for us that is also visually interesting.
Here's my Kira Yamato.
Is that you? Oh my god, he's so beautiful.
Thanks, he's an Ikemen. Kira Yamato, don't judge me. It's from Gundam Seed. I know a lot of... It has a polarizing fan base.
Does it really?
It's either you like it or you hate it. Oh yeah, that is so cute.
Really?
That
You
is so
think so?
cute. She's a woman.
She will never be worth anything.
She's a woman. She'll never be worth anything.
Listen,
This was requested by Sebastian.
And we need a quick Christina. What? There's so many. I draw all of them. That's so many.
Just draw them as chibis.
All right. All right, should be fine.
Alright, Devin wants draw the other person as their spirit animal. What's your opinion on the Blue Period anime?
I'm reading the manga. Blue Period, first of all, gives me PTSD. Second of all, I'm not sure if it's like different because it's a Japanese culture versus American culture, but like in American art college, it's more like you just mess around and then you just draw like for class, and then when you're out of class, everyone just frolics around and just does shenanigans, right? And in the manga, the characters are so extreme. They're like, oh, I'm gonna be drawing 24 hours a day. I'm gonna be doing this every day. I gotta practice. I gotta get better. You know, like all shonen wrote. Like, hey, it's relatable to an extent. I just think like artists don't go that hard. I wish we could.
Yeah.
I feel like, but most artists don't go that hard. If you want to know like the art school experience, but not as extreme, I would say it's pretty close.
You mean but more extreme?
Yeah, more extreme.
Yeah, this is you as a capybara. What do you think?
I like being chill.
Yeah, you love baths too.
I do like baths. You're right. Maybe I am a capybara.
I'm not sure if this is stated anywhere, but who did the little animation for the spilled ink opening?
Emily gave me a storyboard. It was 3 panels. Tossing up and down. That was 1 picture. 2 was her crashing into the ink bottle. And then 3 was the ink coming into the screen. I was like, okay, I can animate this. I did by 2s by accident.
By accident.
I didn't know it was gonna be that much work because the squid had so many goddamn colors. It was a rough pass. Then I did another pass because it's based off Emily's art style. The face was off. And it was pissing me off. So I made Emily, I was like, Emily, can you please go over every single frame and just fix the face? And that's what she did. She went over every frame and fixed every face.
How I knew I could never get into animation. Because literally all I'm doing is going over like your sketch lines.
Yeah,
in my style.
and like each frame was like this.
And that's how I was like, I can't do this animation thing, dude. Like it takes so long.
Every animator has to go to the basic ball bouncing. Guess what I had to do for Ichika?
Oh.
I had to do ball bouncing.
You animated Ichika really well, though.
I had to like use my noggin and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pretend he's a ball. And then one time I was in the living room and I was bouncing this pillow up and down. Emily's like, what are you doing? Because I was pretending to do the animation so I know how the ball would spin.
Oh yeah, you worked really hard on that. It turned out really good.
I'm very happy with it.
And of course, the intro jingle, the iconic intro jingle was done by Daryl. We'll put the Twitter right here. Also, the request I'm working on is from Knickknacks, and they wanted me to create a D&D character inspired from one of the Geeks Plus members, so I'm drawing Garnt as a monk. From D&D. How did you meet Connor? Also, how did your family feel about you guys pursuing YouTube? Love the channel. So Connor was actually one of my very first YouTube friends. But he sent a really nice message that was basically like, hey, I really like your content. Good stuff. Keep it up. My content at the time was ass. So then I started watching his stuff, and this is back when he did like Black Butler voice acting stuff, and I thought his content was really funny. So then we started doing collabs, and then I think that's when like the Pictionary collab sort of started. That was like the beginning of it. I think we officially met 2018 Anime Expo, and he was really nice. Yeah, how did you meet Connor?
I met Connor because you introduced me to Connor, basically. Because I knew Connor because you talked about Connor to me, and I was like, okay, well, since you know Emily, and I'm like friends with Emily, maybe he'll be my friend too. And then we talked, he was really nice, and then we got well together at that party. And
now we live in Japan. Let's freaking go.
And now he's there.
Yeah. Here's Monk Garnt. Ba-bam. Thank you, Knickknacks. Okay, yeah. How'd your parents feel about you doing YouTube? When did you tell them?
I kept it a secret, and then later I told them I could do it.
Wow. Okay. So it was before you actually like.
Once they found out I got like $100 in the mail. I guess my mom gave me like an extended time limit.
She was like, okay, we'll see how this works.
Because it's already been like 2 years and a half in like my basement, just like being jobless, and it was a miserable time. By the way, you don't want to be jobless. Society really looks down upon you.
Yeah.
So anyways, I told my mom ultimatum. I was like, Mom, if after this video, if I don't make it on YouTube, then I'll get a real job in like a industry job or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think for me as well, I waited until I was like
The money?
Yeah, I waited until I had like 200K. Because, you know, my parents are not going to understand, like, what is YouTube? Like, what do you mean?
They want to see the security side. They don't want to see, like, the passion side.
Yeah, they're like...
They just worried about you.
They don't even care about views. They're like, are you making money, though? Like...
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
And I was like, I'm doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for the past couple months. Here are my paychecks. And they were like, oh, okay.
Carry on then.
Yeah. And what's sweet is that later on, when I was doing really well, they told me that, like, they felt really sad because they felt like they didn't encourage me as much as they should have when I was a kid. But at the same time, it's like, I get it. Like, how could they have known, you know, that, like, YouTube and content creation was, like, a viable career?
They don't.
Exactly.
They don't know.
Yeah, my tortoise. It's really scaly.
Wow, it's so clean. How do you draw? You are like the cleanest drawer. Is drawer a word? All right, there. I tried my best.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Nagisa, Usio, and Tomoya.
Miala wants Hyuna from Alien Stage. Ooh, sure thing.
Oh my god, there's so many requests in here.
But after this, then we're gonna draw extra requests for the exclusive Patreon bonus footage.
So if you want to see that,
yeah, check out our Patreon.
please support us on Patreon. It helps us pay for editors for sure. And we have a studio, by the way, so that's rent.
Oh yeah, studio
that's
costs
rent too.
as well.
So thank you so much. You don't have to. Just watching is good enough. Thank you. Favorite Ghibli character? You know who that is.
Oh yeah.
Who is it, Emily?
Son.
His name is Ashitaka.
Oh!
What
you
the heck?
like the guy? Oh my
yes!
god!
Ashitaka is way cooler.
Oh my bad.
Ashitaka!
How much longer do you guys plan on living in Japan? Or is it permanent? I don't know, I'm kind of winging life. Like 2 years ago, like 3 years ago actually, I didn't know I was gonna live in Japan. So I don't want to say like, oh yeah, I'll be here for like blank amount of time. Because everyone I've spoken to who's been living in Japan for however many years, they always say like, oh, I started off being like, oh, I'll be here for like 2 years maybe. And then they've been here for like 14. So I have no idea.
You know what my problem is?
What?
Just like everything I do in life, I always just go with the flow. I really do. I just go with the flow. I never know what I'm gonna do. Anytime anyone asks me, what are you gonna do for the future or whatever, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I think also the nature of our job is that it's not
forever.
It's not forever. It's not secure.
Not secure at all.
So I don't want to be like, ooh, yeah, I'm going to be in Japan for like 10 years. I don't know if I'm still going to have a YouTube career in 10 years. Like, if you're asking, do we have any plans on like moving out anytime soon? The answer is no. I'm sure I will eventually because like I don't think we're going to be here forever. All right, and I think those are all the questions I picked. I'm going to finish up this request and then we will film some bonus footage for Patreon. What do you think of my Hyuna?
Whoa, that's sexy!
You like it?
You can draw sexy very well.
Thanks, you too.
Hey, I kind of like this.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks like Ghibli, right?
Wait, is that you as Ashitaka?
Yeah, that's why he said, oh, crap.
Every time they ask you to draw yourself, you draw the character. When they ask for just the character, you draw yourself.
Oh no.
This guy thinks he's Ashitaka. How cringe.
I'm cringe. My arm, I can't.
The cringe.
There's too much hatred.
Is
I must control the hatred.
All right, settle down.
We can't accomplish anything by hate.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Naruto taught me that. All right, thank you for the Q&As.
Wait.
We could do another one.
If the people want it.
If the people want it.
Anyways, here are the requests we've done.
All right, so I'll like one by one. Ready?
Okay.
One. Well, I got sneeze.
Yeah. Here's the first page of requests.
Well, these are the newest for me.
Okay.
Okay, next one. That was my first page.
My second page.
Next one.
This is my last page.
Next one. Oh, we don't have to say on pages.
You're bigger. Yay! Thank you for the request. If you would like to see bonus footage of us drawing more Patreon requests, please join our Patreon. Patrons in general get early access to uploads. If you're interested in watching stuff a few days to a week earlier, check out our Patreon. And thank you so much to our patrons for their support.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We'll see you in the next episode. We'll see you in the next episode of Building.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I have to pee.